Hello, good day to you, ma'am. And this will be my presentation, Shokugeki no Soma, Akukong Competition Business Plan. So we have this first page, event brief template. Name of the event, Shokugeki no Soma Food Wars. The starting date of my business plan is June 19, 2022. And the due time of my business plan is June 23, 2022. Commence at June 19, 2022. Ends at June 23, 2022. Proposed venue, Gmall of Davao. Our, our event budget is 1.5 million pesos. Number of expected guests is 30. So the next page is gun chart. And day one is June 19, 2022. Program brainstorming as of this date. It's all for brainstorming. And next day is sending proposal and up to the due date. And next one is finances collection, monitoring of allocation of funds. It will be June 20 to 2021. I mean June 20 to 21. And the next one is food. It will be right after the event. The food will be delivered right after the event. And we'll order a food if the judges don't like the competitors' final dishes. If di sila ganahan sa food sa competitors, mag-order na lang og food. And next one is Flake. Scout for Flake to use. And sa Tuesday and Wednesday to Wednesday, June 21 to 2022. Awards, it will be the same, 21 to 22. Artworks for decor, 21 to 22. F&B tools and equipment. Scouting for cheap but high-end F&B tools and equipment to use. It'll be June 20 to 22. And then next one is school invitation, dissemination of invitation. June 20 to June 20. And our utilities, as for our utilities, we have table and chairs. And it'll be Tuesday and Wednesday, scouting for table and chair rental to use. It'll be June 21 to 22. Audio lightings, preparation audio lightings, 21 to 22. And the next one is staging, preparation of props and staging, June 21 to 22. Speakers the same day, June 21 to 22. And the last category is program, host and speakers. Scouting for good speakers and hosts. It will be Monday, June 20 to 20 to 22. The last one is Gmore staff and security. It will be Tuesday, June 21 to 22. So our next page is we have these committees. We have this flowchart shows the full function of all committees. And as for the first one is logistics chair or co-chair, they set up and clean up facility and equipments, and also they are assigned to parking, security, and medical activities. And the second one is activities and entertainment chair or co-chair. uh, um, their functions is contestants recognition, main event cooking competition, prizes and awards. They're responsible for prizes and awards. Finances, Finance chair or co-chair. Mm, they are responsible for registration and committee, data subcommittee, accounting subcommittee, press or publicity committee. Their functions is um, newspaper and social media. Social media. Next one is FNB committee, responsible of judging and hosting and give recommendation to event committee for judge candidates. Person of interest must be a food critic host, hosting. Last one is volunteer chair and co-chair. Aidsman labor to committees. So next page is committee Gantt chart. Um, Here we have these committees. Categories of committees: event chair and co-chair, FNB director, FN coordinator, chair, co-chair, logistic coordinator, finance chair, and co-chair. So yeah, we're going to start with event chair and co-chair. The functions and notes. The function of notes of event chair and co-chair are is the program head of the event and are responsible of the whole event. Their tasks and plans: writing plan, backup plan, general meeting and timeline. And the due date is June 20 to 21, 2022. Next one is FNV director. Their functions and notes are is responsible of FNB related tasks of event and the one who's accountable of supervising and directing below positions. Their tasks and plans um, is preparing FNB machinery and equipment for competitors. Due date is June 22 to 2022. FNB director, their functions and notes, and they are the one who abides and obey the FNB director following his her commands, assisting the competitors of how to handle FNB equipment to avoid wreckage and fire. So their tasks and plans are help to find volunteers. Second one is settling with theme and event and decor, also preparing FNB equipment for competitors. The third one is assisting competitors of using FNB equipment. And the due date of helping to find volunteers is June 2022. And as of settling with theme and event and decor, also preparing FNB equipment for competitors is June 22 to 2022. And the last one is assisting competitors of using SMB. The due date of that is June 23 to 2022. The next one is the next category. In um, the next one is logistics chair and co-chair. Their functions are is the one who's in charge of supervising their below positions, logistics coordinators, and they're the one who supervise and maneuvering people. Logistics coordinates to complete and finalize the event. The due date of that is June 2022 to 23 and to year 2022. Logistics. The next one is logistics coordinator. The one who the function and notes are they're the one who do the work and most of the tasks needed to finalize the event. Their tasks and plans are responsible for audiovisual, props, preparing cooking equipment, tools, book location, food preparation, medical emergency, recruiting volunteers, communication, channel, and rental items. The due date is June 20 to 23, 2022. The last one is finance chair and co-chair. Their function is the one who keeps the money and hold for greater use. Um, their task and plans are they are the responsible and accountable of holding costs, expenses, budgeting, auditing, and labor. So the date of that is June 19 to 23 year 2022. The next page is we have this event checklist of cooking competition. The first category item is if objective and purpose, define key elements, team, content, budget, book location, right plan, backup plan, location, food. So, mm, so we have this first item who is responsible. Event, we have this first person that is responsible, event chair or co-chair. The objective, purpose, um, the notes, the notes of event chair and co-chair. All things must be well organized. Due date is June 2022. FNB chair and co-chair and and the second one is logistics. If FNB chair or co-chair and logistics chair or co-chair. Notes: cooking tools and equipment must be complete and ready to use for competition. Due date is June 22 to June 22. For team content is FNB chair or co-chair and volunteer chair and or co-chair. Make sure that the theme notes are Make sure that the theme is to make a good ambience for the competitors to lessen the feeling of being agitated. Um, the due date is June 22 to 2022. The next category is budget. The person who is responsible of that is finance chair or co-chair. Budget must be notes must the notes is budget must be in control for expenses distributed partially, and the due date of that is June 19 to 2022. And the next category is item is book location, and the one who's responsible of that is event chair or co-chair and logistic chair or co-chair. Area must be fit for and the notes are area must be fit for cooking competition and area which also as well enough for the budget. And due date of that is June 21 to 2022. And the next category item is right plan, and the one responsible of that is event chair or co-chair. And the notes is should have focused to do list to avoid errors. And due date is June 2022. Backup plan. The next category is backup plan. And the one responsible of that is event chair or co-chair. And the notes is if there's any error occurred and the plan doesn't go as planned, make sure to generate another plan before the tragic event will occur. So the due date of that is June 2022, year 2022. And the next category is location, and the ones responsible of that the just takes chair or co-chair. And notes is will find another place to work on. And the due date of that is June 21 to 2022. Food. The last category item is food, and the one responsible for that is FNB chair and co-chair and logistics chair or co-chair. If the judges are not satisfied with the food preparation for the competitors, there is enough budget to shoulder the food for the judges in order if it is a must. So the due date of that is June 2022. The next page is still event checklist. For continuation of event checklist, um, the first category of the first page is audiovisual, and the person responsible of that is the logistic chair or co-chair. And the notes are must deliver a complete execution and preparation and audiovisual, including hiring professional people who are responsible of the said field. And the due date is June 22 to year 2022. And the next one is medical emergency, logistic chair or co-chair. Notes are just prepared, ready to rescue personnel whenever emergency occurred or fire. The due date of that is June 23, year 2022. And the next category item is timeline, and the people who are responsible for that is event chair or co-chair. And the notes must be keep in mind is there should be a day or time that lays out all the events and tasks that takes place on the actual date of the event. And the due date is June 21 to 2022. Next one is recruit volunteers. Recruit volunteers, and the person responsible for that is FNB chair or co-chair and logistics chair or co-chair. And also must be keep in mind is find people that can be a part of the event and helping to establish the event well organized, must be trustworthy. And the due date is June 23 to 2022. And the next category item is communication channel, contact list, and the ones responsible of that is the logistic chair or co-chair. And notes is communicating people logistics committee are responsible of the said job. And the due date is June 21 to 23, year 2022. Next category is liability insurance, and the one responsible of that is event chair or co-chair. And the notes are the notes is the company insurance will shoulder the hospital expenses if accidents will occur. And the due date is June 2022. The next category item is other licenses and permits. And the people who are responsible of it is event chair or co-chair. And the notes that must be keep in mind is the company has enough permits to show if it's needed. The company as well will also request a permit to operate. Due date is June 20 to 2022. The last one is audio visual, lighting and speakers. Logistics chair or co-chair. There are people who must be responsible of it. And the notes are the notes that needed to keep in mind is logistics committee are responsible as well for the lighting and technical matters in regards to electrical equipment. The due date is June 22 to 2022. The first the this is the same page of for from the event list, and this will be the last page of event list. And the first category item is and labor and the people responsible of it is event chair or co-chair and finances chair or co-chair. Notes the notes is of course the event chair or co-chair and finances chair or co-chair are responsible to any labor related of the company. The due date is June 23, 2022. Uh, Prop staging. Next one is prop staging, and the people responsible of it is logistics chair or co-chair. And the notes are any props such as a balloons, confetti, and etc. are assured and prepared by the logistics chair or co-chair, including staging. And the due date is June 22 to 2022. The next, the last category item for event checklist is rental items, table, chair, and podium. The, uh, the people responsible of it is logistics chair or co-chair, and the notes are needed to keep in mind is all rentals items should be handled with care, and if there's any broken item, the logistics are accountable for its mistakes, and their label are deducted according to the total price of broken items. And the due date is June 21 to 23 to 2022. So we have this budgeting cooking competition. And as for the first category of budgeting is a site, we have this category item of Gmall of Davao. The description is center circle. Mm. The and the estimated price is 20,000 and the actual price is 100,000 pesos. And the next category item first from site is equipment. The description is lighting, speakers, and etc. Estimated price of 100,000 pesos. Actual price of 100,000 pesos. F&B equipment and tools. Next one, if F&B equipment tools. Description used for competitors. Estimated price of 20,000 pesos. And actual price of 2050 pesos. 20,000 pesos. And the total of the estimated price of for for site category is 600,000 pesos. Then and the actual price of site category is 450,000 pesos. And the next category is team decor, and category item is balloons, confetti, and paper and artwork supplies. So we don't have any descriptions. Um, we don't have any descriptions needed for that because it is literal name for it. So the estimated price of balloons is 2,000 pesos, and and the actual price is 2,000 pesos. Confetti, as for confetti, we have this estimated price. A different price of actual price is 3,000 pesos. Paper and as for paper and artwork supplies, estimated is 5,000 pesos and 4,000 pesos for an actual price. The total of theme decor category is total of estimated price of theme and decor category is 12,000 pesos, and the actual price of theme decor category is 9,000 pesos. Um, for the next one is refreshments, and the category items are food, drinks, and stuffs and gratuities. And the description of food is if the judges doesn't like the convenience dishes, they can order food to a nearest restaurant or fast food. So um, uh, the estimated price of food is 10,000 pesos, and we only have half a price of it for an actual price. As for the refreshments, drinks category item, um, estimated price of it is 1,000 pesos, and we have the same actual price of 2,000 pesos. Stuffs and gratuities. The estimated price is 10,000 pesos, and the actual price is 6,000 pesos. As for our estimated price, as for total estimated price of our refreshment category is 22,000 pesos, and the total of actual price of refreshment category is 13,000 pesos. The next one is program, and our category item is travel, hotels, and others. So estimated price of travel is 15,000 pesos, and actual price of 5,000 pesos. The next one is hotels. Estimated price is 5,000 pesos. The actual price of 10,000 is 10,000 pesos, and the others is the description. And we have prepared and gave them allowance of estimated price of 10,000 pesos, and the same number of estimated price. We have this actual price of 10,000 pesos, and the total estimated price of program category is 30,000 pesos, and for our total actual price of program category is 25,000 pesos. Um, the next category is prices, and our category item is free and certification, gift check, scholarship assistance. Mm. Um, this meet so we as for our plate, we have this estimated price of 3,000 pesos, and we have the same price of it for our actual price, 3,000 pesos. And certification, 1,000 pesos. The same number for our actual price is 1,000 pesos, 20,000 pesos. For our gift estimated price of our gift check, the same price of estimated price we have of for our actual price is 20,000 pesos. Scholarship assistance 10,000 pesos for for estimated price of scholarship assistance, and the actual price is 10,000 pesos. So as for our total estimated price of category prices category is 34,000, and we also have the same actual price from our estimated price of prices category 34,000 pesos. Um, the next one is official expenses. Coffee. Our first category item is coffee, food, meetings, drinks for meetings, plastics, cups, and plates. Office supplies. And for our estimated price of coffee is 1,000 pesos, and we have the same actual price of it from our estimated price is 1,000 pesos. Food for meetings is 10,000 pesos, and we only have half a price of estimated price of 10,000 pesos, and that is 5,000 pesos. Drinks are, and the estimated price of drinks is 2,000 pesos, and the actual price of it is 2,000 pesos. Plastic cups and plates, we have this, the estimated price of it is only 1,000 pesos, and we have the same actual price of from our estimated price. It's only 1,000 pesos. Official supplies, and the next one is official supplies. We have estimated price of 5,000 pesos, and the actual price is 3,000 pesos. And we have this total estimated price for our office expenses category, and the total price is 29,000 pesos, and total of actual price of our office expenses category is only 11,000 pesos. The next one is expenses and wages, site staffs and securities. These are category items: site staffs and securities, speaker, host, organizer, FNB chair or co-chair, FNB coordinators, logistic chair or co-chair. So we have this person. We have only eight persons, and the salary per day is 600 pesos per each. And days one, and total of 8,000 pesos. Speaker hosts, we have only two we have only two persons of speaker and host, and salary of 3,000 pesos, and days one, a total of 6,000 pesos. Organizer one, we only have one person for organizer, and salary per day is 1,200 pesos, and days of four, and total of it is 4,800. And as for our FNB chair or co-chair, we only have two persons, and salary of 1,000 pesos each, and we only have 4 days, and the total of it is 4,000 pesos. The, the next category item is FNB coordinators, and we only have 12 persons, and salary per day is 800 pesos each, and we only have 3 days of working, and a total of 2,400 pesos. Okay. And the next category item is logistics chair or co-chair, and we only have three person, and a salary of 1,000 pesos each, and we only have 4 days, and total of 4,000 pesos. The total expenses wages category is 29,200 pesos. So we have this total expenses, and estimated is 727,000, and the actual expense actual plus wages and expenses is 571,200. So our next page is, we have this floor plan. As you can see, the uh light blue color is for sky blue color is couch for speaker hosts, and white is stage, and green speakers as for our speakers is green colored, and for our F&B machinery and equipment is orange colored, and refrigerator pink colored, and dark red or dark red. As for our committee and staffs, we have this dark color red. Okay. So as for our medical assistants, we have this light yellow colored. And as for our audience, uh, we have this gray colored. These are chairs. There's red. I mean for judges, we have this red colored. And as for our couch or speakers and host, we have this sky blue colored. And as for our stairs, black colored. And as for our security, we have this purple colored. As for our power outlets, we have yellow colored. As you can see, this is the center circle of Gmod of Davao. And the next page is we have this um, Shoryuken Soma cooking competition. We have this program of cooking competition of Shoryuken Soma. Our final day, um, date is June 23 to year 2022. Um, as for 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m., we have this judges house and arrival, and 10 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. we have this opening prayer. 10:15 a.m. to 10:35 a.m. we have opening remarks from event chair. Uh, uh, as for our 10:35 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. will be given to introduction of judges. I I I mean 10:55 a.m. introduction of judges will be given to our host. 10:55 a.m. to 11:10 a.m. will be our announcing the category of and mechanics will be given to host. 11:10 a.m. to 11:25 a.m. We have introduction of participants. 11:25 a.m. to 11:50 a.m. will be our speech rules for cooking competitions, and will be will be prepared by Chef Boy Logo. And as for our 11:50 a.m. to 12 p.m., um, we have collection preparation of ingredients for the competitions. It will be it will be prepared for the participants. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Cooking competition. 1 p.m. to 1:20 p.m. presentation of food tasting. 1:20 p.m. to 2:20 p.m. It will be our lunch break. 2:20 p.m. to 2:40 p.m. and it will be announcement of the winner, and it will be announced by Chef Boy Logo. 2:40 p.m. to 2:50 p.m. Winner interview. It will be announced by our hosts, and 2:50 p.m. to 5 p.m. Rewarding of consolation prize is also announced by our host. 3:05 p.m. to 3:25 p.m. giving gifts and plate information to the judges, and this will be prepared for by our event chairperson. 3:25 p.m. to 3:35 p.m. it will be our closing prayer, and it will be prepared by our event co-chairperson. 3:25 to 4 p.m. it will be our closing remarks, and it will be given by the event chairperson. So that will be the end of my presentation.